I've been working on this one for probably about 4 or 5 hours now, and I think it's exactly where it needs to be. This is probably the best Archgriffin deck available right now in the game. Now, the archetype's not considered to be a good one, regardless, but at least we have an idea of what works to an extent. I had to bomb my MMR like 100 in order to start finding the recipe, so bear with me here. It's the end of the season. I just don't care. I want to show you guys something entertaining today. So I have Archgriffin, and the idea of this deck is to basically get this card super boosted, and then it goes back in our deck. We could use it later and just keep funneling it out. It's like the Monster V, but for Northern Realms, essentially. It's its own beast. So we play it in a similar way, okay? And what I'm going to be doing first in the match is taking Temple. So we're going to be able to create 3 legendary cards that are not in our starting deck, which gives us more flexibility and good value points for later. And then on the order, we're going to draw a unit of choice, which is always going to be the Archgriffin. And we're going to put back the Archgriffin if we think we're going to be playing into too heavy control, or we don't have Donimir access and we don't want to spend leader charges. But if we have access to Donimir and we're not playing into too heavy control, then we can keep it in hand, so we could put down Donimir, then we could put down the Archgriffin behind it and try to get a good ring of favor, okay? So use your discretion. You'll see how I played in the video today. Now, it's non-negotiable that you get this in round 1, so if you can't play it from hand, then you're going to have to tutor it with Decree into Avalak. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to play something else and then take leader and pull this as your second card that you play. It's really a non-negotiable in this deck. So Erlin's here next because we don't mind maybe playing Archgriffin behind a defender, but when we don't have a defender for later, we don't want to play Archgriffin from hand unless we have last say. So you got to be careful about that. If we have last say, it doesn't matter, but if we don't, Erland is going to be essential. So we get to boost all units in the deck by 1, which is great. Especially since we're low unit, we're actually adding more units to the deck with Temple, which helps us out. And then the order is going to be remove boost from all units in deck, then boost this unit by the same amount. Now, because it has immunity, it can't be manually targeted, which means only a few cards in the game can actually target this card. Curse of Corruption being one of them, Igni being a second one, if I could find them. And then, you know, you might be running into... Actually, I mean, Vil could be good if you're playing against dragons. And Scorch, right? There's very few cards that are going to get around what we got to do. So I'm hoping we don't run into it. If we run into it, it is what it is. You came prepared, right? So we have that. And Portal is just another backup target for Avalak, and I wanted to get out some of the slow engines like the Artuza students, which gain patience, and the orders to boost an allied unit by whatever that patience or turns spent not using the order has been. So if we use this in a long round, we can get 6 or 7 boost on the Archgriffin behind the defender. If we have a backup target to that, it will be the Redanian agent. So it's a cooldown of 2. It's a very slow card, but it's nice to have a little extra boost. And what's nice about this here is that if I roll a Bloody Baron off of the Temple, we can inspire it. If I roll a... really just anything that has inspired, we can inspire it. But Dandelion's in our deck that wants to be inspired, so we have that option there just to dish things around a little bit better. And of course, if everything is looking good, we just boost up the Archgriffin as we're intended on doing. So I like it that way. Centurion Envoys to help us draw into our cards more effectively, and also put the card on the top of the deck that's going to have the biggest impact from the Dandelion's inspired passive. So something to think about with that one there as well. And then another backup target to the Portal would just be the Kedwenny Knight. So Kedwenny Knight, they come out of the deck at 7. You don't feel bad about that. It's a little bit of a push, right? It's a card that you want to summon from deck, so it works that way. And you might be thinking, well, what if I play against Nilfgaard? They have a bunch of locks. Well, fortunately for us, I put in 2 Redanian Secret Service, which helps with thinning for starters, but also summons whenever we gain a status. And I have ways that I can bring them out when I want to bring them out with the Pact and with the Vial of Forbidden Knowledge, but otherwise, it will just be from when they give a status or we use our stratagem. So it's nice because the second that it comes out, we purify it and then life goes on. So it doesn't stop the Archgriffin. It's going to take a bit more than that. Same thing goes if we want to use this for another engine, right? Or some kind of negative infusion. So I have those. And if we spent those early on, because we're playing against a lot of lock stuff, well, I've got 2 times Mahakam Ale. So bring it. You know what I mean? We're just going to have some fun with it. And of course, Crystal Skull for either Dandelion or Archgriffin is just really good at giving us even more of a chance to survive. So it's a really cool play. One of the stars that is show that I really need to bring up is another non-negotiable for the deck. You cannot make this deck without this card. Drakkenborg. It has resilience, which is cool. We get a lot of vitality off of it, but that's not really why we play it. Deploy, summon a unit from your deck to this row and lock it. So we play this. We could summon Archgriffin out from the deck. It locks. The Redanian Secret Service comes out. We immediately purify. Now we have like 50 points in a round 2 bleed. And then the opponent spends their whole deck trying to bleed in round 2 to catch up to us. And then we just pass on that. And then we go into a short round 3, you do Erland. You see what I mean? So if you can get away with not having to spend Defender in round 1, that's a really good option to bleed into round 2. You put Defender down, you do all this behind, you get a ton of value from this, and then you get it back for round 3. And if they somehow get through that and get through, you know, Defender and all that, well, maybe they've spent a few cards to do that, and you've got your cards back, and maybe you even have a card advantage going into round 3, and you can win off some of the cards that you created from Temple. So something to think about with that. That's pretty much the deck here. I've got 4 games with live commentary for reference, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to sub to the channel. I think that at the end of the season, I'm going to start doing more meme decks like this and some of the more less serious things. I feel like this could probably get you to pro rank if you play your cards right, but you're definitely not going to be climbing super high with it just because of the vulnerability the deck has. But regardless, it makes for good content. I think it was a lot of fun to play, and I hope that you enjoy watching it. Let's get into the gameplay. All right, we have Overwhelming Hunger coming up here. Okay, good start. So we'll put back probably these 2 for now, and then one of these. That's not a bad pull at all. Sure. I think that I'm going to go for this because I can get the Dandelion cooldown reset if we save them, and I like Corvo here. Banish 3 cards is sort of not the move. Could be V if they're playing Scenario. I think for now, I'm going to put it back. And then I'm going to set up Dandelion. And I don't believe they have Mana Core, and if they do, at least we get that. I forgot about that for a second. What's my top card? Bloody Baron. That's actually pretty good.
We're not done if you can still.
We gotta play Portal. As long as I stay close enough that they know I'm 1 card ahead, then we should be able to hold on to Ring of Favor for a while. And if I really want, I could summon out Drakkenborg into the Archgriffin for the swing. Just give it some more time, though.
Folks say we live like princesses. If only they knew. Your blood will warm my bones.
I take Defender, just in case. Oh, I missed the click!
Another test? So soon?
It's unfortunate. My bad. We still keep going. No, you don't want to play into this. At least I'm telling you now, if you guys see this on the ladder, you just... I guess you kind of have to play into it regardless, but... Three and two. I'm just going to greed them even more. I just didn't want to greed ring anymore. Let's try that. I wonder if that's my pass. It's gotta be, right? .48 carryover. And then they're gonna try to bleed in, thinking they're gonna get the Erland, but they're just gonna get the second copy of this. 14 vitality is pretty good. Let's put that back for now, and then we'll just... yeah. I think this can go for now. That's terrible.
You wouldn't want to hurt, would you?
Here, or let's take one. It's gonna be... we're gonna play Priscilla. We're gonna put this back because I can inspire her and it's huge, huge value.
The gentleman in the corner. Would he
Right?
be a
She's gonna reset the
suitable
cooldown on this. Massive. We're definitely not getting too old, by the way. Boost by 4, reset its cooldown, so we wait.
I'm just a sexy little cog. Fuck that machine called life.
Nice. I suppose I just do this first. Get some more value off of it. And then we take... I'm just stalling as much as I can. I like how we're staying up by 1 point every turn. It's gotta drive him nuts. I'm just gonna play Baron from hand because I need my leader for Erland. Nice. That's a solid reset.
It's not that I'm always it's you who's always sexy.
With a hero in our midst.
Relax.
mean, we just go into round 3 with the 50-point carryover. We're chilling. So we'll put 1 back and 2 back. I have to play around a mana core, and I have to play around a Maruna, if I can. But they don't have any more leader stuff, so... I don't think they're going to be playing it, to be honest with you. No, we should just be good.
This will be witchers, not marauders.
I don't have a dirty mind.
Oh no, man. We got Nilfgaard soldiers coming up here next. We go first, temple in hand. These go back. We know our knights are going to be thinning now 100%, which is okay. It's 14 points. I almost want something else to thin, though. I'd rather the chance of one of these coming down. Though Daiko is just consistently good with this deck, and I like the idea of Falibor when I have stuff for him. And then Radovid is a safe bet. You're just playing soldiers, man. There you go.
History shall remember the art of being.
This makes it more difficult for us to go deep in the round because they could pass relatively early depending on what they move and where it is in the deck. So, something to think about. And... Big Griffin. I think I also want to increase my chances here, so we'll do that. So one of the next two is going to be the engine. We'll just play this one from hand. And then I have the decree for the defender, which I'm wondering if I should just do next, because we know that they're going to pass soon. How do you deal with a defender? That's what I want to know. They generally don't have Purify. Imagine playing Calvite and Council. For me, it just doesn't make sense. I would pick one. I'd be doing this with Magnius and whatnot. I'd be doing this otherwise, but... what do I know? We'll boost Griffin right away. And then if they continue to play, we've got the setup on the ring.
An interesting choice.
My lady.
Do we care? That's one tall punish. Do they have Heatwave? They probably don't have Heatwave if they're running all the tactics, but they might if they're running these two tutors together. I want to know. What do you got? They could have Yen as well. I still don't think that they know what we're playing, so we can just leave it down to that at least.
Diplomacy is dignified work. My arse.
Pride of the Navy.
It's getting towards that time, eh? I gotta inspire him. Listen, you gotta, if you're gonna play this, you gotta go for it. You can't be getting scared, you know? Just gotta do what you gotta do.
My lady, your elegance does draw jealous eyes.
Do they have it? I actually don't think they have an answer. They could be trying to move a yen to the top. And then play something that will pull a card.
Obedience or the lash.
It's time, I think. Let's put El Daiko there too. How far are they willing to go to win the round? If they're ahead after this turn and they don't use the tall punish, then I have to pass, right? If they had one just sitting there, it would be a no-brainer at this point, you think? Yeah, they're using everything. Or we just say one more. One more. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think we play it. Because then I just get a huge swing.
In your dream.
I'll take the boost because I can take it here, even though I don't get the vitality. And then I'll just go on to Erland. And then, since it's the last turn, they don't go up. And then we just 2-0 them with a huge... It all looks good. Hard to say, though. I think that goes... There we go. Pick a card to draw. It's probably going to be Radovid. And we'll just put Dandelion back at this point, because
This won't be
we don't have to worry too much, you know?
Best if we went out for a bit of air.
Play around a Pred Dive. We play around a lot of different stuff. I wasn't watching for Shoop though, unfortunately. I think they might have played doubles by now. I think they did, yeah. I can go wider with just playing leader charges, just so that if they...
It is how I punish those who irritate.
Here. Pick a card to draw, doesn't matter, we're putting it right back. Pick a card to draw. I'm just gonna draw this so we can get all the units in the deck, not like it matters for now. What a stupid play, man.
The mysteries of this world.
Yeah, I'm backing out. I'm backing out. It's a comfortable lead, but it's not a guaranteed win.
Axes out! Ready to board!
I think they're gonna go for Shoot Destroy. %20 chance. Spawn a random. Okay. That's not a big deal for me. It actually doesn't even get that much value. Oh man, you love to see it. Couple leader charges, couple boosts here, you're still not ahead. And we got Nature's Gift coming up here, which should be good if they're Devotion, right? Temple starts in hand, we can put this back, this is okay. Probably put this back as well for now. Perfect starting hand. The only thing we have to worry about though is because we have 3 of these, actually we have all 4 artifacts in hand. So we'll put one back minimum. Could use Temple for that.
Though trees live longer than humans, they need protection from
This does nothing. This could potentially do something. I could try to pull this off. I haven't really been successful with it. And let's go Bloody Baron. Yeah, Aquin's just gonna outpoint me so quickly. That's the problem. Let's put that there. And then it's probably this that goes back because it's not going to be able to be played this round, and then we'll go with the thin stuff.
Scare and scatter the lots.
I must have played against this person before if they know what's up. Okay. I had a game earlier that I recorded. The audio got messed up, but we actually 2-0 Dangerous Gift. It was crazy. They missed Aquan, though. So with this, they have a lot more pace. I don't know if I have enough time to go Defender here. I don't know if I need to, actually. I might just float that for now, and then play this next turn.
Gentleman in the corner. Would he be a suitor to my lady?
Now we're rolling, okay. Well, you know I've got a Purify on the board. Actually, instead of doing all that, we'd just do this first. Let's keep the Vitality. Defender's top decked, which is good. I'm gonna have to play Ring of Favor here soon. I'm not sure they expect that.
Pride is all we've left.
Just to do a little damage? Yeah, it helps. I mean, you took away 5 points. Let's take Ring. Chances are you pass here, but I have to win the round. I could just go into Bloody Baron and play to 3. Bloody Baron for 3. Yeah.
You would have put the bloody vodka.
They got 37 points plus the 1 card, and we actually might be able to 2-0. I don't think they're running Spring Equinox here, right? Doesn't look like the version. This goes back for now. That's perfect. This goes back for now. That's not great. What's else? What else is boosted here? I have one of these in deck, which is cool. Let's do this first. Yeah, let's do this first.
Arms is nothing you choose. Dare not mock mine.
And then I want to just take, I guess, really him. Doesn't matter that much to me. Put this back.
famous last words right there.
We'll just boost it. We'll play Erland.
I would bet my apple you'll not leave Brooklyn. Not alive at any rate.
I don't know if it's enough points
I'm
though.
sorry, I am. I did now, I promise.
Probably not.
You would see it.
Here, we'll just go with the Purify. And then we have sort of like a just in case situation, you know what I mean?
But now, my lady.
As you command, Lady of the Wood.
Vitality 33. That's crazy. I'm actually gonna do it on Dandelion though, because I obviously want to have the inspired. You know what I mean? We'll just play the second to last card and we'll get out with Erland. Because Erland's just gonna eat out the boost anyways, so
Not leave Brooklyn. Not alive at any rate.
it's a very slow move in this round. I'm still gonna play him, I think.
How dare you, you boor, you common swine! Horking and
There, I actually got it to work. This is disgusting. Okay.
As you command, Lady of the Wood.
It's crazy. I might even be able to 2-0 without even having to play the 50 point in round 3.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
We're playing Vitality Wars here. Look, mine's higher than yours. Damn, bro. We did the best we could. The fact that this is playing competitively right now is crazy. They should be able to get this in one turn, because look at all these, right? Unbelievable. That's so much value when you have Prism Pendant plus like 8 of these things. I need something to boost, right? That's cute. It's more points if I do this, right?
What do we have here? Nilfgaard Florens, eh? The only good human is a dead human.
I could dish some damage here. Just respect the process, man. It's all gonna work out. Played everything pretty much except for frogs. If I just sit Erland for one more turn, then we can get a really good click. We add an extra point there. Bring it to a nice even 48, 52 point Erland. You love to see it, man. 51 points, I can't count. Nilfgaard double cross. Okay, we have Temple in hand, which is great. This will go, this will go, and this will go. And we're actually in a good spot. We just go Temple first to get the most value from it possible. I don't mind Drog towards the end. Not the best picks this time around. Okay, if they're just gonna go Calvite, that's gonna be tough for me to play deep. I wonder if we ever just keep the Griffin. We'll find out. I'll play it behind, I'll boost it, and then if they let me continue to go, then we'll just go on this. That's not fun. Now I sort of have to pivot. I think that they're running Yen +1, so they probably have Vilgefortz or Leo. That's annoying, but bronze non-neutral, even get another copy of something.
Cheated. It will not be.
Oh, still thinking more puke again.
Don't feel amazing about playing the Griffin yet either.
My arse.
What are these playing Clog? This could be some kind of Colgrim slash, you know what I mean? Alright, man. Moment of truth. I'm putting all the eggs in the basket here. Do you have a second Tall Punish in your hand, yes or no? Let me know.
You bastard. You clever, clever bastard.
Here, Horatio!
It's at 13. Are they going to take leader for me? I feel bad for you if you do. Oh, they're just going to click.
It's the front lines, I suppose.
I'm I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead, bro. Yeah, let's just play it because I think they're gonna pass soon. There we go. This goes back. This goes back.
Critical thinking, the sign of a healthy mind.
Let's wait for a second.
We tanned their black-clad hides at Sodden, we'll tan their black-clad hides again!
My lady, your elegance does
Should I
draw
use the
jealous
charges or
eyes.
just wait? We're in a 2-0, slap him silly, I'm serious. Watch.
Edna and Rosa, I must attend to their needs, their well-being.
Wow, this is terrible. If they imagine they leadered into that.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
I'm using this just so that we can. We're gonna click, and then we'll use leader. That's actually a pretty good play.
Resistance shall not
Oh.
be tolerated.
When will you ever learn?
Yeah, like I'm gonna give you that opportunity. And then we'll put let's put this back in deck. We'll play this now, then we'll do it next turn.
Not war.
Just keep it out of removal range off of one of the coated weapons. They didn't get Erland, which is nice. But what did they get? They're giving Corvo a lot of value here. Scary amount of value here.
Come from here, not even compost.
Card to draw. Dandelion always. And then we just float them.
Bad feeling about this.
just so that they can't remove this. Split them up a bit.
The mysteries of this world, boundless they are.
It's too bad because I had the ale. That would have been nice. Put this back.
A witcher with no honor is no brother of mine.
Do we got this? What do you think?
Please, I'm just a messenger.
It's sitting solid at 50. Here. If it was a bronze, banish another bronze. I'm starting to think I should just pick, like... $12, $13... And because I'm probably passing here, it's tough because we have incentive to play. I think we just pass still. If they go for a shoot, destroy random enemy, I have a few good targets.
Is merely an illusion. Though Gwent, strong and skillful.
I'm so lucky where Erlin was placed. I think that's how they have to roll it. 1, 2, 3. They got 1 in 6 chance of hitting Erland. Anything else, they're gonna have to play more and destroy a random. Of course you hit it. And they taunt. Okay, grow up. One in 6. I don't think that's really important for them, do you?
My blade. I trust you have sharpened it.
It really just comes down to who has the most points now. Block.
My kind is a virus, a plague.
I'm just worried about a tall punish, really.
Focus on its movements. Quiet the noise in your head.
Yeah, it's because they hit, obviously, the 1. We would have been able to 2-0, but it is what it is.